is just fantastic.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Before we start, thank you to everyone that joined last night's 10-year anniversary livestream. I really appreciated it. It was more of a rambling conversation, but that's typically how I live stream because I don't really know how to stream. Yeah. Today we're going to be taking a look at the ever-desperate Amber Lynn Reed, or Amber as we should call her. She recently posted a video titled Thyroid Updates Caught in Public and Huge Torrid Panties Haul. Somebody is posting for thirst. I should point out, while she makes the effort to post a little extra in this title, comments of which we'll get to in a moment, you uploaded a thumbnail that was 640 by 480. You really are low effort, which tells me you really aren't the best. How do you function? You're a content creator and you upload 480p thumbnails? Okay. Amber right now is not center of attention, which means she's going to try and stand out in some way because she, to her, is the queen of world. Okay. To the comments ignoring my comment that no one will ever see. $400 on Legos, but can't afford semaglutide to save your life is insane actually. Shows where your priorities clearly are. Or lie. Just casually dropping $500 on Lego instead of that life-saving medicine, huh? Please do not show your parachutes that you wear as your underwear. Quote, budgeting, end quote, in Legos instead of budgeting in life-saving medicine is hecticana. And she really thinks she inspired Torrid. When it comes to Amber wanting to save her life, that is completely a lie. She doesn't care. She is empty, vapid, shallow, and doesn't do anything but likes to show you what she has. It's the best she has to offer. It's kind of tragic that this is the stage of Amber's life where she is many years younger than me, but doesn't have her life in order, considering the amount of money she's made over the years, and how desperate she is to use a cheat code again. Let's not forget here, she has failed semaglutide twice, and Ozempic, a weight loss cheat code that has helped the vast majority she has failed, only to then when it didn't work, dunk on semaglutide twice because it's not FDA approved, yet she threw money at it, and is now looking at GLP-1s, but is citing that her gallbladder situation moment type deal is the problem. Then what she eats is actually exacerbating the issue with her gallbladder. I'm somewhat surprised though at this stage she has not had it simply removed. So with that out of the way, a mini TED Talk to begin the video, let us now dive in and see what Little Miss Desperate, or not so little Miss Desperate, wants to talk to us about today in her daily, weekly, whatever recap.
Hello, welcome to another vlog.
I tried desperately to record this about 4 times without laughing, so we're on take 5. I'm impressed you'd show an intro, a new one, I might add, new moment type deal, where it's one of the very few clips you have, multiple clips, of you doing something, when the majority of your video is you being as agoraphobic as possible, introverted as possible, lonely as possible, to present that as if you're some above everything type deal. I'm surprised you haven't done one of those meme videos of you waking up at specific times and doing all these little chores, because that would be right up your alley while promoting water.
So I'm starting this vlog with something super exciting. I got a new Lego. So let me explain. I have a monthly Lego budget because I'm telling you, I could spend hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars on Lego if I do not budget.
Amber, the majority of your budget is taken up by food order. We know this. So we know you really can't because your views are diminishing as time is going by. We know you're not making as much money as you used to. I know you like your Legos and you're a bit of a hoarder. We've seen your hoarding past and how quick you are to throw things away. You're very not sentimental in the slightest. The few things you do keep hold of, the very few things you do keep hold of, you have in the background to have, and that's it. This quaint concept of a budget is entirely contingent on you having enough money to pay your rent, bills, and buying all the food you go through. And it's a lot, let's face it. And obviously in this video we get Torrid as well, so we have to take into account your addiction to spending for things you'll wear once and only once. Oh, and the washcloths, of course.
So I allow myself a certain amount of money because Lego is something that I'm always doing. I'm always building something. I have not showed you guys any Lego updates because I've decided I'm only going to show completed Legos because showing you guys stuff that is like incomplete, it's not that fun to me. But I am genuinely always building something, always working on something. It is my passion.
Would it not then be, for a vlogger, a great idea then to show us not the end product, but the journey to get to the end product? There are TikTok users who live stream themselves building Legos, you could do that. You could do that and carve out a whole area for yourself away from the world failure that you are. Are you this inept that you can't show yourself doing something for a change? Unless it's a quaint little clip that either flukes you into superstardom with a viral video on TikTok briefly. Yes, everyone remembers that, and all the milking of that you put in. Jeez. Or you going to bingo holding a snack. Fam, you building Lego could actually be something useful. And yes, I'm giving you something you could use, because I've seen those Lego builders. I find it quite fascinating, to be honest. I build Warhammer. If I ever got to that stage where I just wanted to do that for a living, I could do live streams building and painting Warhammer. I really could. I don't want to, but if this all dried up, I'd certainly explore it, because I like what I do and I like having hobbies. If this is yours, you should consider putting you building it into your content, because it actually would look like content for a change.
So there are quite a few Legos that are literally on my wish list. And this one has been on the back order for literally forever, because I think everyone loves it. And I finally got it. It's really, really heavy, okay? Like, I'm telling you, it's so heavy. Oh my God, it's the Disney castle. It's almost 5,000 pieces and it's so huge. Oh my God.
In the United Kingdom, the Disney Lego castle costs £344.99 on the Lego website. $500 then makes some sense, because they'll just convert it to make more money out of it. Or to keep it similar, sometimes we just change the currency sign. If it's more expensive over here, yeah, that's why. That's a lot of money for anyone to spend on Lego for something they'll only ever show us the end product of, that will barely ever feature in your content because of its size and because you have limited space. I would put money on Amber discarding it once she's finished it. It's a massive waste of money as well for what she does, when she could actually make money from building the Lego. Hence why I suggested it. If you're going to budget to do things and then not show us you doing anything, just an end product, you're not using it to make money. And there's no way your videos make $500 these days anyway. Well, the current ones in any case.
And then I also got this one. If you guys know me, Mario Kart, Mario Brothers.
Oh, so this is why it's over $500 on Lego. That's $150 right there. This makes more sense now. Oh, you really are a wasteful individual. You're so desperately trying to get back on your weight loss drug cheat codes, but you still have enough disposable income to go and buy yourself a load of dumb things like this. I say dumb things, as your career is in its downward turn, the smarter move would be to put more money aside, because that rainy day is approaching. You might take it for granted because you're Amber, but you need to stop taking it for granted. I would honestly love to have $500. Like, many of us would, but some of us, as we're older or younger, are smart enough to put money aside, because that's what you're meant to do. We're self-employed. We have no choice in this matter.
You guys know how everyone comes for me for wearing my cute mesh with my dress over it? Well, I've never seen Torrid do that before. I was just on the Torrid website and look at what I found. I personally wouldn't wear this type of dress.
I can promise you're not a trendsetter, and I've seen many a goth do this for years. Since thankfully you are not a goth, because you would ruin it for them, you can safely remove yourself from being an influencer in this respect. Although I could believe that Torrid noticed you wearing it. And when you showed a picture of you wearing mesh, I just want to say, it's weird to see mesh crease up the way it does on your arms, because it really does give off Michelin Man vibes.
With this floral, with this mesh, but oh my God, there it is right in front of my eyeballs.
Huh, I didn't realize Torrid did normal size clothing.
When I tell you my jaw was on the floor. Normally, how they show mesh is like this. I'll show you. Over something like that, which obviously I'm not gonna wear it like that. It's very, very cute. But yeah, I was just shocked to see it.
This is how I know you're really phoning in your content. That 1 minute segment made up one day, and all you did was look at Torrid. You are such a rubbish vlogger, you do nothing in your content. This is verifiable proof of it. No wonder you're scratching and clawing right now to get some views, because right now the attention's on the apparent queen of world. She's not, but she does believe herself to be 90% more attractive, or more attractive than 90% of world.
So I have some nice, clean, filtered water from my Brita filter. So I normally drink about 30 ounces of water a day, so now this is 40 ounces. So I'm gonna start with drinking just one of these, and then eventually I want to work up to 2 of them. I'm gonna have to get used to that sink water flavor, but I'll make it through, it'll be okay.
No one believes you drink over a litre of tap water through a Brita filter. I believe you put a bottle of water in your Brita filter, and then you're drinking that. With some squash in the bottle. Yeah, don't try us. Amber's desperately trying to give off the impression she's getting healthier girls. Guys. Yes. No chance. You're over 500 pounds and every week you've put on weight for the past 2 months, is it? You're on an upward tick and you're edging closer to bedbound. You are on track for half-ton heifer. You are earning that badge, that title, the sash, which most people would use as a carpet runner.
I'm having is a poke bowl. So what we have in here is we have some rice, and then we have this crab mixture. We have onion, fresh jalapeno, wasabi peas, edamame, ginger, sesame seeds. It is just absolutely delightful. This is literally so delicious. All right, so I'm done eating this. This is super filling, so I never finish the whole thing. I do eat quite a bit of it, and it keeps me full for a long while.
I'm sensing a theme with this nontent, where you're packing in so many small little bits from different days to make it seem like a much larger video. Have you done anything? No. You just told us you're apparently going to do something and actually shown yourself doing nothing. This is the era of the content you produce and why your views are in decline. One day you are going to be just like Chantal. You're going to desperately try and give off you have the perfect life and then flee back to where you come from when you screw up. Except your screw-ups are entirely because you don't want to show anyone you actually doing something, because you think you have a private life as a vlogger, but your private life is very well known because you give away far too much in your content.
Okay, you guys, so Torrid was having such a good deal on underwear, so I got some. So some of my favorite underwear is like this nude, because they're very high-waisted, and I love that. And then I got also a black pair of those. And then I got these, so this is the back.
Well, now I start to understand the parachute comment. I do think that you shouldn't be showing your underwear off, for a few reasons. One, and it's quite an obvious one, if you're not willing to show us you doing anything, we don't need to show what you put on your body underneath everything else. We don't see the majority of your body anyway, we just see your T-Rex arms and your very wide shoulders created by the T-Rex arms and your massive head that's getting bigger and bigger, and sinking a little bit too. Another reason, because I do think it edges closer to that more fetishized aspect of content creation that you should leave to only super fibro failed adult film actors, which I'm sure one day you'll go back to when money really starts to dry up, which I could believe. Not to show us anything, although the Cookie Crumble video, maybe one day you'll just sell it. I'm sure there are sites that let you do that, sell content like that. The third reason, because I believe it to be very inappropriate, and it comes across as somebody, Amber that is, promoting themselves for a potential future wipey. And there have been many wipies, haven't there, Amber? Skanklin Reed is back on the prowl, guys.
Stinking cute, like, oh, the front. All I can think about is I'm gonna take the cutest photos. I'm not gonna lie.
I'd like to know exactly who's gonna find that cute. And yes, I'm judging anyone that finds that cute harshly. Rightly so, to be honest. I understand wanting to be body positive. I really do understand that. But there's nothing cute about being over 500 pounds and wasting about as much of that in currency on Lego to then waste as much of that in grams for rice. To then show us her torrid whole deal on underwear that could more than likely fit or clothe 500 people.
Cutest little underwears. So these are kind of like shorts. I mean, they're not really, but they fit like very tight shorts.
Okay, two things. The Stegosaurus is the best dinosaur, don't try me. Second, you only got these because people have accused you of having T-Rex arms. Yes, you pay far too much attention to your haters to do that, which I think's great. It's just a shame you don't use it for content beyond a little slide dig here or there. Again, you could do so much more and be so much more if you could be bothered to actually do for a change. Even if you're firing up live streams, not members only, just live streams and building Legos. Like I mentioned with the TikTokers who build Legos, you could do that and do well from it. Vaguely trolling your haters, I mean, that's something, I guess, right? But you're still not really doing anything. So let's move on to the next part of this video.
Update on my sink water Brita filter shenanigans. I can't do it. So I got a couple gallon waters today instead of just having like so many little small water bottles. I'm gonna use gallon waters and then put them in here. Sink water just ultimately, it makes me gag. I don't know what it is. My body just will not let me drink it. Like I can't. Like I want to get more water.
Yes, we get it. You think you want something, or will tell us that you want to get something like water, not waste money, but really you're like Asmongold. Gold. You have to chase it with soda because you condition, because the amount of takeaways you go through, to predominantly consume soda. You are basically a cliche American at this point. I'm sorry if you're American and you don't like that, but it's reality. Get over yourselves.
It's already hard enough for me, so I don't want to add another layer of what's going to make it difficult. I don't know. I just can't do it.
At that point, the bottle you're using is redundant, and let's face it here, any excuse for Amber to waste more sodding money rather than simply suck it up, Buttercup.
And by the way, I've always been like this about sink water, literally ever since I was like in high school.
Yes, because you were 300 pounds. You are so used to taking so much for granted. As someone that has and still does drink sink water, even though it doesn't taste great even through a filter, I promise you, you can do it. We know you can because we know how much you eat and what you really eat. You can be picky all you like or present yourself as picky, but we all know you shovel it in. So ignoring the taste of the water isn't overly difficult, and there is a way of getting around that water, by the way. Sugar-free concentrate. Fruit concentrate. It's not overly difficult, we call it squash. Okay? Use that. It really does help and takes the edge off. Go sugar-free, it's slightly better, don't add too much, and you're golden. I'm offering another solution, knowing full well she'll ignore it anyway because she doesn't pay attention to those who give constructive criticism. Amber's only interested in those that go in on her fully. Oh, and where's Rarity, Amber? All this money wasted, you could offer it up as a reward for your cat. If Rarity is still alive at this point, I don't think Rarity is.
Alright you guys, so I'm just air drying my hair right now, but I wanted to give an update on my Zoloft. So it's an SSRI and...
I don't care. I'll whittle it down so you can suffer less. She dreams more, sleeps more, and remembers more. Bosh. Oh, and she also says it all with inflections for an accent that she does not deserve, or own, or rightfully claim. She just puts it on for the video, which is Hector Kana. You're all welcome. I don't care about you being on antidepressants. I don't care about you being on any medication, but go figure. The moment you're on another one, you have to tell us everything about it. Because you have nothing going on. You have no life, no friends, you don't do anything. You claim you do, and then show us just the end products. This kind of content is why Chantal is more interesting, even though Chantal right now is looking at some serious legal action. Seriously. Even Salah's looking at it for money laundering. You, though, are just throwing your money at things because you can. That's why you do it. You're just throwing money at things because you have no ideas. That's what you've done for years in this non-tent era. Your solution to doing nothing is to show us you spending money, which tells us that people are still supporting you when they shouldn't be. If I did this kind of content, I promise I'd have no audience. Okay? You know your audience would rather you do something different, but you won't do it because you know damn well you'll be demonetized for promoting unhealthy habits. So your solution is to phone it in, and occasionally create a scandal with another skank you've got. I can't be bothered with doing any more of this video, by the way, and there's loads of it. This is basically the entire video whittled down to under 20 minutes, I think? Maybe? Okay. As we've finished, I'd love to know what you all think. Do let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget, the complete end-of-year review for Amber's 2024 is uploaded and on this channel. If you haven't watched it, please consider at least giving it 5 minutes and smashing them. Thank you very much.